Hello, everyone. It's me, Jazzy Mac, and I have a few different opportunities for those of you that wanted to see more work from home opportunities with no phones. So both of the opportunities that I'm going to show you today are going to be for no phones, and they are going to be beginner friendly for those of you that have never worked from home or just don't have much job experience. So I am doing this video at the request of Janet. She said, "Do you know of any stay-at-home mom friendly jobs?" Yes, Janet, I do, and I'm here to support you. But quick shout out to Shanice. She said, "I just got hired for the resolution specialist position for Walmart. Congratulations to you." And Kenitra said, Great news. I was hired for Discover, had my second interview today and was hired. Thanks. Congratulations to you, Kenitra. Bands G said, "Thank you so much for your knowledge. You have helped me get hired at Amex." So congratulations to you all. I am so excited for all of you that are putting forth the effort to get these jobs, to start these jobs. Even when you're nervous, you apply, you use the resume templates, you use the advice that I give you, and look what happened. So the first job I'm going to start with, I'm actually going to do a different role for the ones that don't have much experience. If you're new to the whole work from home, or you don't really, you're kind of just, you've taken a break from working for a few years, that's totally okay. This first job is going to be a chat support service agent. And yes, it's fully remote. It is virtual anywhere in the US. So this is going to be for a company called CHEATSHEET Group. And it says, "We deliver leading customer experience solutions to global insurance clients." Okay. What I want you to understand is this particular role does not have cold calling, okay? And they will 100% train you. So you do not need to have any prior experience. The only qualifications that they want you to have is a high school diploma or GED. We are going to do the resume demonstration. That's going to be down below in the description box if you need a resume, so don't worry about that. They will provide you with equipment as far as the laptop is concerned. And they want you to just be comfortable supporting customers and be able to work a full-time shift. Now, things that they're saying are nice to have, but is not a requirement. It's nice if you have customer support experience through chat and email, but it's not required. It's nice if you have contact center experience, but not required. It's nice if you have history with payment processing systems and financial services, but it is not required. So please do not, discount your experience. Don't shortchange yourself. Okay. So I want to also call out some other things that you'll be doing. It says you're going to drive customer support through digital communication, respond to customer inquiries. Again, all of this is going to be through chat support. And the pay is going to be $15 per hour. Remember, everything is negotiable, but $15 per hour is pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and look at the resume demonstration before we go to the Best Buy role. I'll do that role next. I want to go ahead and do this resume demonstration for those of you that are intimidated by resumes and stuff like that, because I'm here to help you and educate you. And again, this template is going to be down below in the description box, in the Ultimate Bundle Kit. So let's say you are someone that has, just a few years of customer support. Maybe you've worked in a call center. Some of the things from that job description that you want to make sure you call out, because it is a hot word. Remember, hot words, the more of those hot words you have in your resume, the higher your chances are of getting the job interview and having a recruiter contact you. Now, we did see the word KPI in there. That's a key performance indicator. And so if you've ever worked in any type of call center or online support, average handle time, QA, customer satisfaction surveys, those are all things that you are familiar with. Obviously, it's a chat support role. So we want to say that you're excited to bring your skills and customer enthusiasm to the chat support team. Obviously, chat support is going to be a hot word in this situation. Some of the other things that that you may want to call out based on your experience, because I never want you to lie about your experience, is if you've ever done, why can't I talk? If you've ever done any type of inbound support, that obviously would be a great thing to call out. If you're familiar with having like customer satisfaction surveys done, definitely call those things out. If you have ever, had to do any type of escalations, to tier 2 support or to a manager, call that out. Make sure you call out, something about the hold times, to just let them know that you're aware of how to best support customers. So again, this resume is down below in the description box if you need it. It's fully editable and it's available for you. Now, let's go ahead and hop over to the Best Buy role, because I think that's a role that you all are going to really, really like and also find familiar. Now, it is a customer experience insights role. Okay. This is just those people that sometimes they'll listen to calls or sometimes they'll read surveys that a customer has filled out if they had a bad experience. And these are going to be the people that look into those surveys and say, wait, what happened? Why did this customer have a bad experience? Who do I need to forward this complaint to? Or, what can we do as a company to make sure that this customer has a better experience? Do the agents need training? Do the agents need some sort of coaching around, how to escalate things? So this role is remote, which means you would work virtually from home. Okay. It is fully remote. I get a lot of questions about California and New York. This is a fully remote role. So the role is a part of the customer experience measurement and insights team within the customer office. This role will analyze customer feedback from different interactions and synthesize those data points into insights. That is a fancy way of saying we're going to take a customer's survey and we're going to determine if it is an ongoing issue that lots of customers are having, or if it's just like a one-off. Okay. So the whole storytelling aspect is used a lot in like these technical roles, because you basically are trying to put together a story from what the customer is saying that they experienced. And you're trying to basically put these pieces of the puzzle together to see if your company overall has good customer service, So your responsibilities are going to be analyzing customer experience through feedback sources. So this could be an email survey that they got when, they purchased a product online. It could have been, the survey on the bottom of their receipt when they went into an actual store and had an interaction with a representative. So those are going to be the various feedback sources. You're going to build and deliver reports on customer experience. We've talked about that, utilizing the art of storytelling. So those of you that, have a really nice sort of like people relationship, you're good at telling stories and putting things together, you like to investigate things, this is going to be a perfect role for you. So we're basically bringing the voice of the customer to the front of the conversation. Okay, that's all. This is all about customer experience and what they feel like the type of service they're getting is. So it says the minimum qualifications are 3 or more years in market or consumer research. Remember, that is things like that are always just a way to filter out candidates. If you don't have that experience, it's not a deal breaker. It is not going to make you ineligible. That is just something that they like for you to have. Okay. They'd also like for you to have Microsoft Excel skills, and they'd like for you to have text analytics skills. A lot of you have used Microsoft Excel in college. A lot of you have used it in your business. A lot of you have used it for projects, school projects if you've got kids in school. So please make sure that you include that experience. It doesn't matter where the experience comes from. It matters that you know how to go into Excel, how to use some of the functions in Excel, maybe how to create an equation in Excel, or how to create a chart. That still counts as experience. Now, preferred qualifications are having a degree in psychology or sociology or analytics, being experienced in quantitative or qualitative projects. What that means is you are somewhat of like a numbers person. You're like, oh, wait, we got 10 bad reviews last week. Now, let me put that into a chart and try to figure out what the root cause of these 10 bad reviews are. Okay. When you're talking about quality, it's like, are customers having a great experience or are they just having an okay experience? Trust me, you all have data analysis skills and you don't even know it. Okay. So this is going to be a much higher paying role. The minimum is $58,000 up to $103,000 role. So again, this is going to be for those of you that have a little bit more experience, or those of you that want to take on a challenge. A lot of these companies will pay you, even if you don't have a bunch of experience, when they see that you've got that ambition and that you are a fun person to work with. Those are things that make you attractive. Okay. So ignore this whole address thing. That's just like the corporate location. Again, I do want to emphasize that this role is fully remote. Okay. You can work from anywhere in the United States, I want to say. So let's go ahead and pop over and take a look at the resume for this. So if you've got the experience, you've done similar like voice of customer, or, you were maybe a customer support manager of some sort, this is going to be really great. Again, we like to include our hot words about customer experience. Of course, we like to put the name of the company as a hot word. These are things that we're always wanting to call out to make our resumes more attractive. But hypothetically, if you ever worked as like a lead or a manager in like a call center, some things that you would definitely want to point out is maybe you did coaching calls, you did market research and data analysis using tools like Tableau and Power BI. Those are data analysis tools to build and deliver reports around the customer experience. Do you see how we just put like 17 hot words into one sentence? So those are things that really, really, really help you have a strong resume, right? Some other things that you may want to talk about is if you were responsible for auditing calls, maybe you were responsible for investigating calls if someone complained about having a bad experience with an agent. Again, we want to call out any type of data analysis or reports experience that we have, especially with Excel. That is another data analysis tool. Any training you've ever done, any cross-functional support you've done. Those are things that you really want to call out. 360 feedback, that's big in these types of roles. And of course, escalations is also going to be another big part of the role. So this is available for you down below in the description box if you need it. Let me know how it goes. Let me know when you apply. I'm super excited for all of you, whether you do this role or you decide to do the other role. Either way, do something because these jobs do not last long. Okay. So let me know if you have questions. And until then, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.